Aloha, colleagues, and welcome to the Center for Learning and Teaching's 2-Minute Teaching Tips. Today I want to share a tip that I'm entitling Connecting with Your Students. This particular tip is valuable as we prepare for spring semester. During the winter semester, we all had opportunities to connect with our students face to face before we were thrust into the remote learning mode. We had established relationships with our students. As we now transition to spring semester, it's important for us to look for ways to connect with our students remotely so that we can build solid learning communities with our students. Let me use the BYU Hawaii framework for learning and teaching to give you ideas on how you can prepare, how you can engage, and how you can improve in connecting with your students this spring semester. First, prepare. As you prepare for spring semester, I first suggest that you print out the picture roll on Canvas for each of your courses, and then carefully look at each of the pictures of the students. Look at their names. Look directly into the eyes of the student in that picture. I am confident that as you do that, the Holy Ghost is going to begin to reveal to you things that you need to know in order to meaningfully connect with that student. A second way that you can consider preparing for connecting with your students remotely is to prepare a background information questionnaire. Perhaps you already do a questionnaire like this. Let me show you the questionnaire that I'm going to use this spring as I connect with my students. I want to know their name. I want to know what name they want to be called in class. I also want to know where they are currently living and the time zone difference between where they're currently living and Hawaii. Because with one of the classes that I'm teaching, it will be 8 o'clock a.m. Hawaii time. I want to know what time it is for them where they are living, so that as we're holding synchronous classes, I've got an idea of the time zone differences. I want to know if the students have easy access to a laptop or a tablet with video access so that they can participate in the synchronous Zoom sessions. I also want to know if they've got access to high-speed internet. Then there are some questions that I ask that will allow me to get a little more personal information from them. I want to know when their birthday is. If their birthday is occurring during spring semester, I want to make sure that as a class we're singing happy birthday to that student and supporting them. I want to know the title of their favorite book, their favorite movie, their favorite type of music, some of their hobbies. I then also want to know 2 key pieces of information that will help me prepare. I want to know what they hope to learn in the class, and I also want to know if they have read the syllabus and the grading criteria, which I will have previously shared with them. By using this background questionnaire and using the picture roll to help me prepare, I can get some key pieces of information about my students that will guide instruction and allow me to connect with those students as we're all learning remotely. Now let's talk about ways that you can engage meaningfully with your students this spring term. As you're connecting with them, you want to make sure that you're finding ways that you can build upon your preparation by looking at their picture and getting their background questionnaire. One way that you can do that is with a one-on-one 5-minute interview via Zoom. Now, as I've looked at the class roles for spring semester, I'm going to have about over 50 students in the courses that I teach this spring. I know that a 5-minute interview with each student is going to take a significant amount of time. But I've already determined that that investment of time will be worth it because it's going to allow me to connect one-on-one with that student. 2 other ways that you can engage and connect with your students. 1, set virtual office hours. I've already prepared a 2-minute teaching tip on virtual office hours. You can check that out on the Center for Learning and Teaching 2-minute teaching tip YouTube channel. A third idea is to set up a Facebook Messenger account with all of the students in one class on that Messenger account so that you'll be able to connect quickly with them. Later this week, I'll be sharing a 2-minute teaching tip on how to set up that Messenger account so that you can have quick connections with your students. Finally, improve. Let's use the BYU Hawaii framework for learning and teaching, and let me encourage you each week to ask yourself, how have I connected with my students this week? How am I supporting them in their learning? How am I helping them as individuals to engage in our learning community? I promise you that as you prepare, as you engage, and as you improve in your ability to connect with your students this semester, that even though you're teaching remotely, it will be a positive learning experience for you and for your students. I hope that this teaching tip has been of value for you. Thank you.